Oh, hey, another month, full of games. January was kind of wild with a bunch of good games that came out. And you know what? February is not slowing down at all. So you know what this is. It's another top 10 games that I think you should try out, with a couple of extra honorable mentions to throw in there and let you know about those too. But I'm not going to waste your time. Be sure to like and subscribe. And also tell me in the comment section what games you're looking forward to. And what game did you enjoy last year in January? Let's get right into it. Coming up first, gotta show some indies some love. Tales, the Backbone Preludes. Tales, the Backbone Preludes is a post-noir narrative adventure with branching choices. It is an intertwined series of vignettes about change, circumstance, and consequence. It's 4 different characters, and they all are in this dystopian Vancouver inhabited by animals that, well, they got hands, feet, talking, and they're pretty much the humans of the game. I don't know if you ever played the game before. It's called Backbone, but the vibes of that game were great. Some jazzy noir type music, the art style for what it was great, and the story was wild. And I'm predicting that this story is also going to be wild. Y'all might want to check this one out if you want a good narrative with a bunch of dope characters and good storytelling with some good vibes to listen to while you play it. Check this out February 2nd. The next game on my list is pretty nostalgic. Wanted Dead. From the makers of Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive, you got a game that follows a week in the life of a zombie unit and elite Hong Kong police squad on a mission to uncover major corporate conspiracies. And what I like about this game so far is it reminds me of some anime type slasher police stuff. So you have a knife, you have a gun. It's like you're a ninja police. And the key features of this game is hack and slash combat, a bunch of deadly moves, and finishers, third person shooting. It's in like a cyberpunk world. And I don't know if anybody's tired of the cyberpunk phase, but this one's probably going to be a good one. It reminds me of the old school PS2 games, the gameplay. So it may feel a little nostalgic. It may feel a little old to you, but it definitely looks fun. It's definitely something I want to try out, and I think y'all should when it comes out February 14th. Coming up next, Square's back at it again, and they actually got another game on this list coming out too, but we'll get to that. Hailing from one of the best series in my opinion on the 3DS, Theatrythm Final Bar Line is a Final Fantasy game that focuses on music, and it's a rhythm game with over 100 characters to choose from and 385 songs from the Final Fantasy series. And if you play the Final Fantasy game, you know that not one of those songs is a miss. They are all hits. And what it is there are a bunch of cute versions of many classic characters and monsters, and it's like you're playing through a bunch of the stages and the stories of the game, but the action is based on rhythm. And you can play 2 players locally. I believe there's online multi-battling, and they even got music from series like Chrono Trigger, the Nier series, so you know it's gonna be a very fun game. Even if you're just a music lover, it's something different. It's a cool way to look at the story of multiple Final Fantasy games over the years. And you know, Final Fantasy got some history, so I'm really excited for this one. I love to see more games like this and more games that were weird or different that came from the DS era to be on the Switch. Check it out when it comes out February 16th. Next up on my list, I know a lot of us love Monster Hunter. Well, EA is trying to take its chance with something similar, but with some different things. Wild Hearts is a game where you master ancient tech to hunt down giant beasts. And one thing about this one that looks interesting is like, it's not just the weapons that are a part of the combat, but there are a lot of like hunting grounds that you craft. So there's a lot of technology that you can use to help you hunt animals. It's not just using your brute strength, but it's also about setting up your base, setting up your area to where it can help you catch these beasts. And I'm hoping that it does well. It looks cool. It's an EA game, so you know you gotta watch it with that. And if it can keep with the content like Monster Hunter does, I think it can be a very dope game. So check that out when it comes out on February 17th. And we're back with another remaster, but this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite Tales game of all time. One of my favorite GameCube classic games. We got Tales of Symphonia Remastered. And if you've never played Tales of Symphonia, it's a game about inequality, prejudice. It was a game that really spoke to me as a kid because I could really see myself in the things that we went through in this game story, and if you play the Tales game, you know that the stories are always deep. There's always some type of conflict, a bunch of characters that are going through things. But the best thing about a Tales game is its fighting system. It's like it's an RPG. It's a JRPG, but it's also like a fighting game with the system. And it's creative. You got different characters, and all of these characters are lovable. I played this game so many times, and look, I'm gonna run through it again because Tales of Symphonia is a legendary franchise, and it's a series that really got me into different type of games. But also one of the first games that I could actually feel the story and really feel something when I was playing through it and wanting to complete it. I got over 160 hours in this game. It's so much to do, and the characters are lovable, so definitely check it out when it comes out on February 17th as well. The next game on my list, I think a lot of people are looking forward to this one, and it's part of a legendary franchise that we all love. If you know about the Yakuza series, then you know that Like a Dragon Ishin is coming out. And this time they throw the characters from the Yakuza series that we love into like a feudal Japan era, and instead of, we throwing hands still, but we also got blades, samurais. Like this is different. And like in this game, like the centuries of peace are coming to an end, and nations and factions assemble in anticipated civil war. This game is focused on a lot of combat, a lot of gameplay, a lot of mini games. The stories in Yakuza have always been the highlight of the series, but seeing Like a Dragon Ishin in the feudal Japan era and putting characters and tropes that we're familiar with in our present time back in those times, I'm really excited to see what this series can do. There are different fighting styles, different ways to fight, different locations, and we know the characters are a plus in this series. So let's see what happens when this game comes out on February 21st. Next up is a game that I think a lot of people are excited for, especially folks on Xbox, but it's also a game that I'm really wondering what it's about. It gives me like BioShock vibes, and I'm talking about Atomic Heart. It looked wild. You can look in the trailer, it looks pretty weird, but in a mad and sublime utopian world, you take part in explosive counters, adapt your fighting style to each opponent. Like the opponents on here, there's a bunch of giant big machines. It looked like Dark Souls and BioShock had a baby, and I don't know. It looks wild, but it definitely gives me some BioShock Infinite vibes, and it looks like it's gonna be very action packed. And I think it could be a very big hit for the year. We're getting a bunch of different games, and while some familiar things are there, let's see what they do to make this game different. But I think the story will be good, but the gameplay is what's gonna sell it. So be sure to check out Atomic Heart when it comes out February 21st. This next game came out a while ago on the PS4, but if you're a fan of things like Pokemon, you know that they had a rival at the time. And we're talking about Digimon. And the game we're talking about is Digimon World Next Order. The reason I'm excited for this game is it really does throw you into the digital world like you would see on a TV show. And it kind of has like some Animal Crossing type vibes. So you're not just fighting and recruiting as many Digimon as possible, but you're also taking care of Digimon, caring for them, feeding them, training. So it has a throwback to those Tamagotchi devices that we had as a kid in the 90s, if you're old enough to remember that. You can manage your town, recruit new Digimon, and upgrade buildings, grow crops. It's a full-out adventure game. It's a full-out Stardew, Animal Crossing, Digimon, Pokemon fusion game, but with Digimon. I really want to play this game. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's an alternative to the genre. And I just want to see more I just want to see more Digimon in the world and see how they interact with this new system. So check that out when it comes out on February 24th. Coming off an amazing year last year, and I'll never get tired of the pink blob. Kirby is back in Dreamland with Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. And this Wii game was very fun, but now they're bringing it back with some more features, including new abilities, multiplayer support, and a Merry Megaland mode. And apparently there will be a new playable epilogue as well, so new stories. So it's definitely gonna be worth going through again. And this time it's gonna be worth going through with your friends, because you can play as different characters like King Dedede, Bandana D, Meta Knight, and also Kirby. And I can't wait to get back into this. I think Kirby always deserves the love that it gets, because Kirby be out here. He has relaxing games that can be challenging, but they're not that hard, but they're enjoyable. And I just think everybody's gonna like this game, and check it out when it comes out February 24th. And the game that I'm anticipating the most, the game that I can't wait to play, is the follow-up to one of the best RPGs that came to the Switch, Octopath Traveler 2. And this time it's gonna be on the Switch, Steam, and the PS4 and PS5. Sorry, Xbox. But always Octopath tells stories of different people and different stories that end up coming together in the end. But one thing that's always been good about Octopath Traveler is the bridge to the future and the past. With the HD 2D graphics, the game looks amazing. And the travelers are always key to these games because they give us a story and they give us just new adventures and new people to connect with. And it's some of the best writing in gaming. Also, they have jobs, skills, and a different type of fighting system. If you like games like Live A Live and any other Team Asano game, Triangle Strategy, it looks like this but plays different. But I'm telling you now that this is a must-play game, especially if you're a JRPG fan. You love good characters, this is a game for you. So definitely check out Octopath Traveler 2 when it comes out, also on February 24th. And here are some more games that are coming out that I just want to give some attention to. Check them out. And if you see something on this list that you think I missed out, let me know. And there's some games on here that was missed out on purpose. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all know we do this every month. Let me know if y'all want to see a new format to this, if you'd rather me do it every week, or if you even want me to continue these anyway. I do this for y'all because I know a lot of games are coming out and some people say there's not a lot to play, but I think that's a lie. And obviously it is. This year so far has been packed with games and it's only gonna get better. So I definitely want to let you know when it comes out. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know which game in this video you think you should get and which one has you most excited. I appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.